The Birth of Julius Caesar, Origins of a Legend. In the heart of ancient Rome, on a day like any other, a cry echoed through the marble halls of a modest aristocratic home. A child was born, a boy who would grow to shake the foundations of the world itself. His name was Gaius Julius Caesar. The year was 100 BCE. Rome was a republic in name, but already, the seeds of empire were taking root. Outside the city, armies clashed and territories expanded. Inside the Senate, corruption brewed like a storm. And amidst it all, a child entered the world, destined to leave an indelible mark on history. Chapter 1: The Julii, a proud but fading line. To understand Julius Caesar, we must first understand his bloodline. The Julii were one of Rome's most ancient patrician families. They claimed descent from the goddess Venus herself, through her son Aeneas, the legendary Trojan hero. This divine lineage was more than mere myth. In Rome, ancestry was everything. Your family name could open doors, or close them forever. By the time Caesar was born, however, the Julii had fallen on modest times. They were noble, but not wealthy. Respected, but not powerful. Yet even in decline, the name carried weight. Gaius Julius Caesar, the newborn, bore not just the hopes of his household, but the fading dreams of an ancient dynasty. Chapter 2: Rome in 100 BCE, a city on the edge. The Rome that welcomed young Caesar into the world was a city teetering between glory and disaster. Victories abroad had filled Rome's coffers, and her streets with slaves. Yet prosperity brought deep inequality. While the elite lived in luxury, the common people, the plebeians, struggled. Political violence was common. Elections were rigged. Loyalty was for sale. The Senate, once the proud guardian of the Republic, had become a battlefield of competing factions. The optimates, defenders of the aristocracy. The populace, champions of the people, at least in name. It was into this world, a world of chaos and opportunity, that Gaius Julius Caesar was born. Chapter 3: Caesar's family, connections and conflicts. Caesar's father, Gaius Julius Caesar the Elder, was a respected politician and military officer. His mother, Aurelia Cotta, came from an influential family renowned for its integrity and strength. Aurelia would play a profound role in young Caesar's upbringing. Intelligent, ambitious, and fiercely traditional, she instilled in her son a love for Roman virtues: duty, honor, resilience. Through his mother, Caesar was related to some of the most powerful men in Rome, including the famous orator Lucius Aurelius Cotta. From the moment of his birth, Caesar was surrounded by expectation. He was born to restore the glory of his house, or be crushed beneath the ambitions of others. Chapter 4: Roman Birth Rituals and Prophecies. The birth of a Roman child was not merely a family affair, it was a sacred event intertwined with rituals and omens. On the 9th day after birth, the Roman custom called for the naming ceremony, the dies lustricus. Offerings were made to household gods. The child was presented to the family and formally named. The name chosen for the newborn was steeped in tradition. Gaius, a common Roman praenomen, first name. Julius, the family name, linking him to the Julii. Caesar, the cognomen, the branch of the family. There are many theories about the meaning of Caesar. Some believe it means hairy, others think it came from a word meaning to cut, suggesting an ancestor born via caesarean section. But more than rituals, Romans sought omens. It was said that on the night of Caesar's birth, unusual signs filled the sky. Perhaps it was merely myth, or perhaps destiny was already writing its opening chapter. Chapter 5: Childhood Shadows, Early Threats. Though noble by birth, Caesar's early life was not easy. Even as an infant, political storms gathered. In 88 BCE, when Caesar was just a boy, the general Lucius Cornelius Sulla seized control of Rome in a brutal civil war. Sulla's purges, known as the proscriptions, hunted and killed those who opposed him. Caesar's family, tied to the populous faction, found itself in grave danger. It was a world where a boy could lose his father, his home, and his life overnight. Chapter 6: A Future Foretold. From the beginning, there were whispers that the child Gaius Julius Caesar was destined for greatness. Some said his birth under a particular constellation marked him for rule. Others believed his calm and commanding presence, even as a child, was a sign. Whether true or imagined, these beliefs would shape Caesar's own view of himself. From his earliest days, he believed, deeply, unshakably, that he was meant for something extraordinary. Think for a moment. A baby, cradled in a modest Roman home, unaware of the storms to come. A name, whispered with hope. A destiny, written in the stars. Chapter 7: Legacy in the Making. The life of Julius Caesar, the conquests, the betrayals, the reforms, the assassination, all trace back to these early years. It was in his veins, the pride of the Julii. It was in his streets, the chaos of Rome. It was in his soul, the dream of greatness. Closing chapter, end of the beginning. Thus, in the year 100 BCE, with little fanfare and no grand prophecy read aloud in the forum, a life began. A life that would change Rome forever. A life that reminds us. Even the greatest figures in history start not with swords and crowns, but with the first simple, helpless cry of a newborn child. This was the birth of Julius Caesar, the beginning of a legend. In the next episode, we will discuss about early crisis and escape of Julius Caesar, 82 BCE. Stay tuned, the story has only just begun.